Hey guys, welcome back yet to another video. It's a DIY video. I am going to show you how to make not only your own cover, but your own dashboard for your planner. I am using the medium size planner. What I'm going to do is I decided as soon as I open up my planner, I see all my stickers and my budget stuff, so I wanted something a little bit more colorful and something a little bit more DIY. So I'm going to show you what I have and the process that I'm going to use. Let me put her aside. I said her, as y'all know I name stuff, I don't know why. So this ginormous container with glue stuck to it is what I keep my paper craft cardstock goodies in, and this container is pretty much about had it because it's, you know, fallen off. My daughter has glue all over it, so oops. When I go to Michael's or Joann's, I pick up, when they have good deals, the cardstock. This was once a big one, and I cut it to use it for various different things. So I do still keep them because I, you know, recycle and can keep reusing. This one I have had for a while. It does have like that feely, I don't even know what to call it, that, I don't know, it has that soft feeling on it. This one I believe came from Michael's. This one is a rose one. I'm not going to go through all of them because it's petty. No, I'm not going to go through all of them because there's just so many of them. My favorite one recently was this glittery one that I got from Joann's. But I have these little mini ones that I have gotten from Michael's. This is kind of based for your fall times, and you can do anything with them. And I love to decorate my planners with them as a huge DIY. This one is kind of basic with the browns, and that one has a cute as well. This one is called Colorways, and it is pink and all different ways to be colorful. If you haven't had a chance, or you have never picked up one of these books, you really should, because you can do endless things with them. This one is a Heidi Swapp one. These are a little bit more bigger, but you can always cut them and do what you want. Let me see. This one here is a big boy. I have them in here. This one is Create Paper, 48 pieces. Let me zoom out. And this one, I don't know, I just realized I have a lot of stuff. A lot of cardstock. I call it cardstock. It's probably really called journaling cards or something. Let me see if I can keep a hand on it. So, as you can see, you can do a lot of things. You could make your own dashboards, your own covers for, I just love when I'm recording, I get Facebook notifications. So you can, anyway, you can make dashboards, you can make your own covers for your planners, you can do so much, and you can make several of them. Like this one, for instance, for, like, say Valentine's Day, what I would do is I would cut these out individually, and I do have a laminating machine that I would probably laminate them, but you don't have to laminate them. You can just cut them out individually. You can make 6 ring holes here if you don't have a happy planner, or you have a 6 ring hole planner, or you can just make your happy planner holes, and then you can decorate your planner several different ways. Just lots of different things you can do. I'm totally in love with this stuff. This one I've had for a while. This is another one of those feely things. I don't know if you can see it, but it has that furry feel. And this is just leftover from black. These are just leftovers from ones that I used again at one time or another. Let me see. This one was, I guess, my birthday one that I have bits and pieces of that I used. Another black. And I do keep them literally the scrap paper, no kidding. This is a big hunk of just black because I do have the Jelly Roll pens. If you guys don't know what the Jelly Roll pens are, I do have a video way back in the back of what to do with the Jelly Roll. And I apologize for the outburst. My son is playing the game again, as he does all day. Or you can Google the Jelly Roll pens and see what they do. They work best on black paper. This is just white paper here. Let me see if I've got anything interesting going on. Okay, so you can get a pack of all different colors. Like this one's all different colors. You can get the pack at Michael's or Joann's. So if you want to use, you know, say like this color, you can always make a dashboard. You can add in a little bit of your solids. Just get creative. And I found, oh, that's fun. I found that earring I was looking for. So that's what that is in here. Just a bunch of different ones. Oh, I do have a Hello Kitty one back here. I haven't used, oh goodness. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a inside cover for my Happy Planner medium. I haven't decided though on which one to use. So let me look through these one more time to see what I'm gonna do. Probably something or other out of this book. Maybe. I don't know if I feel pinky. That's a word. Nothing is catching me offhand for anything that I want to use right now. So let me move these back. I like the roses, but I do have plans for that, I think. I also have plans for that one. This one I love. It's glittery. I have plans for some of these, but my mind keeps telling me to use this one. So I am going to cut it for size because I don't have the camera that goes on your head, so I can't actually cut it and hold the camera at the same. So I'm going to cut it for size, and then at this point I just took a page out of the Happy Planner so I could get a good size, and I just put it on the back of the cardstock, and I have a fan that's blowing in front of me, so if it's a little loud, I apologize. And all I did was just trace it so I can cut it out. I made a ginormous boo-boo. I traced it and cut everything out and was like, yeah, I'm good. All I gotta do is do the rest. Well, I didn't realize that this was at the top. So by the time I cut this part off, the trash part, it was way too short for my paper. So I have to recycle this to use for something else because now it is too short. And I am petty or OCD, whatever you want to call it, and I can't. So I went through the book here, and I did find this marble. God, that's a tongue twister. Color, and I did cut it down to size of the sheet that will fit into the planner, and I used a large. I used some paper. I used a hot pink paper out of here, and then a baby pink color paper as well. So I'm a left-handed writer, but I'm a right-handed cutter, if that makes any sense. So I wanted to make this colorful because once I laminate it, you can't go back. So I wanted to give it a middle dashboard per se. So what I'm going to do is I cut this. I'm going to glue this down on top. Then I'm going to glue this down in the middle. Then I'm going to find an inspirational quote out of my book. But first I'm going to use, this is the Project Life from Michael's or Joann's. I had this before. This is my round edger thingy that rounds off the corners. However, I jammed it trying to be petty and I had to get another one. So, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to round off all of the corners on everything first. and then I'm going to start gluing everything. So, I glued down the hot pink, then the light pink, and then I also thought about what on the other side is this. I can't even talk. Is plain white. So the word of the day my son just brought to my attention is, my favorite word is petty. So I was being super petty and not thinking about the other side. So what I did was I used a plain piece of baby pink cardstock and I lined it up and cut it out and I glued it together. So once I flip it over, it's not white, it's pink. So I shall not be super petty in this part. My next step will be to find a quote that I want to put on here. And then, okay, so I got watching this Lifetime movie and I started decorating and going hard, and there we go. So this is one side. I glued this on this and I rounded my corners on everything. I found a quote from the quote book and and I just added some marble type washi tape on the corners. It's just very faint marble. It kind of matches the theme, sorta. It just gives it a little, so it wasn't so plain. And then I did the other side. I wasn't going to, but I did. So I added some washi tape down here that says treasure every day, and it says the same thing up there. And what I did was, if you can tell, this side is the marble. I used the rest of that to be the background of this, and then I added the hot pink on top of this, and then found a gold quote. FYI guys, I normally use a glue stick or one of those pen glues, and I did not have it. I had to use a one of these washable glue pens, and I would not recommend that. I will not use it again, only because it does like the old school glue. If you go like this with the glue and you put stuff on top, it does show the little ridges and the bumps where the glue was, and I did smooth the glue out so I wouldn't be like in chunks. So I'm really hoping that once I put it in the laminator, it may smooth out. If not, this is actually my first one that I'm making, so I'll know next time not to use that kind of glue. And I also rounded the corners off. Again, it was with one of these rounders. They make all the difference in the world when you want to just have things. I'll show you. Just stick it in here, the corner of it in there, if I can do this with one hand, and then you just push it down, if I did it right, and then it'll round your ends. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to stick this in the laminating machine. You don't need a laminator. At this point, if you did not have a laminator, you could just punch your holes and you'd be good to go. I have one, so I'm going to use it. And it's been heating up now for about 45 minutes, and it is super hot. So I hope it does not melt this little stand that I'm on. So I'm going to put in the laminator. Okay, so I have this put into the laminating sleeve. They're like clear, so I have it all the way down to the end. What I'm gonna do now is feed it in the laminator and show you in the middle of a laminating. So it is coming to the end of the laminating process. We shall see. It is super hot right now. I probably need to turn it on cold because it's really hot. As it comes out, it's cooler. Okay, there we go. So it's laminated. Yay! There's the back or front, and there's the other side. Pretty cool, huh? So that's your own DIY. If I wanted to, I could make this the front cover, the back cover, or whatever I wanted. So right now, all I have to do is just trim off this excess. And of course, once you laminate it, you cannot go back. So once it's on there, make sure everything is straight. You cannot go back. So I'm going to cut the edges off, and then, so I did cut the corners off, the extra that was hanging off. So right now it's ready to be punched. And here it is, the front or the back on the front. I'll use this as the front and then this is as the back. But it's very simple to make. It's DIY. Like I said, you don't need a laminating machine. If you do want one, I believe you can get them in Michael's. They're not that expensive. And then plus when they have those 40% off or 50% off coupons, it really doesn't make it that expensive. Just make sure you get the laminating these sheets, well, the sleeves as well. It's really a good investment because you can laminate a whole bunch of stuff. I've been laminating insurance cards and things like that. That'll be in my wallet that I don't want to tear, so I laminate those. So now I'm going to use the Happy Planner punch to make the holes. I did want to point out first before I made the holes, when you're using a laminating machine and you have to cut the edges off, don't cut so close to the actual edge, because if you do, then you're going to end up cutting into the paper, for one, and then for two, if you don't give just a little bit of laminating lift in there, see there's a little bit, like an inch, then your paper, you're going to be able to touch your paper underneath. So you got to give it a little bit of a lip, like I did here. Y'all have to excuse the nails, I got to do them. So I just wanted to point that out in case you do want to laminate. I made a mistake when I made something so cute, and then I went and I tried to cut right along the edge here, and then the thing was open, and I was so pissed because I had to re-laminate it, and it just was a giant mess. So I'm gonna go ahead and punch the holes into it. As you can see, yay! I had to press down hard, but it worked. So let's see how she looks in the planner. Again, this is the medium. You could do it for the large, then you wouldn't have to cut so much of the cardstock, or you can do it for the small. We have cardstock, and you're watching Lifetime because you don't have your kids. Like, I've been watching Lifetime and napping all day, just really relaxing. My mind goes to moving, like, craft-wise. But so I'm sitting here watching Lifetime doing this, actually. Got into watching a really good movie and almost messed this up. But, so now I'm putting this in the planner, and I just ripped my arm off almost. And there we go. Voila. Yay, DIY. I'm so happy. It is perfect. It only takes patience and a little bit of Lifetime. No, a little bit of a good movie. And there you got it. So once I open my planner, I don't have to see like all this stuff. I can see a dashboard that I made, and then when I turn the page, there it is over there, so I can go forward. So you guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I try to do it in little itty bitty segments because I don't have anyone to help me record tonight. My son is actually on the game, and my daughter is with her daddy, so I am on my own with the recording. As always, guys, when I get to 150 subscribers, which I'm almost there, I have 2 ginormous giveaways you guys will absolutely love. Not already a subscriber, hit the subscribe button down below. If you are a subscriber, hey guys, thanks for being a part of my YouTube family. I think I am going to do a Facebook planning page, which I will invite everybody to, so we can show off our planners, we can give our DIY, we can just give each other pointers, or just how to. I think it's going to be a fun community. So once I create that page, I will do a video with the information on it. So I want everybody to join. Not everybody does their planners, which is fine, but I'm going to make a community for those of us who are addicted to our planners. As always, guys, again, stay blessed, stay cool, enjoy your Memorial holiday, be safe. I will see you on the next video. Muchos besos.